We didn't come out ready to play as much as we should have, and that, we should have just played with a better look on our face. Everything from head to toe should have been better.
You seem to become an assistant coach on the floor with that second unit, talking to them quite a bit. Was there anything in particular you were trying to get across to the guys who went in?
I was just trying to make sure they knew what they were running and everything like that. I think that's the first time that group together has been in a situation like that, so making sure that they were just prepared and, they did know what they were doing, but just trying to get it across that they all have strengths that they could do and use.
What was his reaction when he told you you were going to the bench? It's not something that happens often, that early.
I think we all know that clearly we were doing something wrong, and there's something that we need to fix. So we were trying to be supportive. Game wasn't over. We still have 5 other players that can very well play basketball, and so we're there supporting, cheering as much as we can. And we knew we were going to get another chance at some point during the game to kind of fix what we started, and that's what we did when we got back in there.
Coach said that Molly was probably the best part of the game. Just what were your reactions to the way she played today?
I think she played awesome. She really came in and stepped up big for us, and if we can get her to continue to contribute like that, she's really going to be helpful because she's been playing that way in practice the last few days, and you kind of felt I think just when you feel comfortable with her on the court is really good for us, so that we can build that trust that she's going to be able to do that for us.
Coach said one of the things he's proudest of, not necessarily the scoring, you knew you were going to get 2,000 points, but like Mike was talking about, you going out there talking to the second team, changing your personality, he said, to become this leader. How difficult was that for you to take on that role?
It's definitely something that I've kind of learned how to do, and part of it is just stepping outside yourself, and I've focused less on myself, I think, this year during games than I have before, and I think that's why I feel like I'm playing better overall, and I think that's part of it, is because especially when I'm out there with the other group and stuff, that people might not know what they're doing as well, I make it a point to say something to every single person important or do whatever I need to do, and I wasn't too happy with the way I played overall today, and I think that I'm still able to kind of go and make sure that group's ready, and it's something that I'm just used to now. But then on the other hand, I'm like, well, could have played better overall.
What did you guys not do well today? I mean, he characterized it as a lousy performance and not very happy, maybe lethargic because you're not in school.
I don't know. I don't know the reason exactly. I think that's part of it that we need to figure out, what kind of went wrong, and just the look on everyone's face just seemed a little off today, not like the Cincinnati game at all. And I don't know if, it's our fault for not being ready to go just from the start, but, we got taken out because we didn't look like we needed and wanted to be on that court, and so he made that clear to us, and we knew that we needed to kind of fix it. But still in that, later in the game, we had moments. We had high moments and really low moments, so making sure that we get rid of those low moments are the most important part.
Is there a little bit of a bright side for you when you guys struggle early to know the bench has been pretty maligned, and yet for one of the first times they come out and give you that kind of effort today? Is that a little bit of a bright side for you guys?
Absolutely. I think the biggest thing was they came out there and they played great defense, and they kept USF from doing what they wanted to do, and that gives us confidence that they're going to step up and do what they need to do. And then when they're in a situation like that, I think Molly hit a big 3 that was really important, and Kyla hit a shot too that was really big, and for them to do that, that just gives them confidence that any time in the game they can help us out, because there's no other more pressure than what they were under right there to step up and do something, and they did it. So I think that's also why Molly came out in the second half and did what she did for us, because she felt kind of comfortable, and now that she's getting into everything, I think she'll continue to do stuff like this. She's one of the best shooters on our team. She just doesn't necessarily show it off as much as other people do.
You scored a lot in high school. Did you think when you came to UConn at the next level that you would be, the same kind of prolific scorer, 2,000 points?
No, I never thought about it specifically.
Yeah.
I think, one of my strengths has always been being able to shoot the ball well, and I've been trying to develop more ways to score as college has gone on, and so, I think now, looking at that, it's pretty cool accomplishment, and just to see the names that are around it, and even leading up to 2000, there's still some great players in there, and to be part of that is pretty special feeling. But you know, I would have been happy if I scored 1 point and we got the win, but that's just what it comes down to. Is for this team, I do need to sort and need to contribute that way, so I'm going to continue to do that as much as I can.
I know you say you don't really think about the 2,000 points, but what was that like to get that standing ovation? They put a picture on the board. What was that like?
You know, it was interesting because it was a interesting game to get 2,000 in. To say the least. I think, you know, I tried to just ignore it. And I saw it and I looked up, thought it was cool, and then I was like, we need to stay focused, and it was just the farthest thing on my mind after that, because the game didn't go necessarily how we wanted it to go overall, and so that was more important, was getting back to where we wanted to be and making sure that the people that were in right there knew what we were doing and knew that we needed to go as hard as we could.
Even though your shooting wasn't really, you know, what it usually is, but you were battling down low, you got a hard foul, rebounding. What is it like for you to come out there and do that pretty much every game this season?
Yeah, you know, this year people have been asking me a lot about rebounding, and when it comes down to it, it's just that I need to. I have to be down there. Even if I don't get rebounds, I'm trying to get my hand on a ball or tip it somewhere so that we can get the ball, because we don't have the rebounders we had last year, and so I have to kind of step up into it, or else no one really can or will right now.
We're talking about, even after you guys came back in, there was some pretty awful sections.
Yeah.
And it looked like just a lack of energy. Do you have am I right about that? And do you have an explanation or any idea of what went wrong today?
You know, I think
I've rarely seen you as kind of down as you sound right now.
Yeah, I think you know, like I said, I'm not quite sure what went wrong. I think it's on us to watch and figure it out and see everything, because I think we all just were kind of in our own world. That's what it kind of felt like at some points. We all were kind of trapped in our own little spaces, and it never really came together like we wanted to. And so, you know, we're going to watch it. We're going to figure it out, because, you know, we don't want this to happen again.
Is it better to have had it happen now, this part of the season, than later on?
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, you know, we've had a lot of ups and downs this year already. We've had a lot of things to learn on and build on, and so if, you know, we can have all of these get out the way, that'd be great. Clearly, we're going to face adversity throughout the rest of the year, and being able to handle it and every time it happens, build on it, is something that we're trying to do.